Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Mutombo. Bryant right side. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Harden inside the three-point line. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
The kick out to Westbrook. Back to O'Neal. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Outside Westbrook. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Really left alone that time.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Now here's Harden. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Outside Jefferson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Kobe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Right side O'Neal. It's stolen by Bryant. Jazz passing it around. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And he dunks it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's Anthony. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The kick out to Brown. It's stolen by Jefferson. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Substitution on the court.
Simmons left side. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
No, just outsmarting the coverage. Pretty savvy pump fake by Simmons.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Utah.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Now here's Harden. Left side, Jordan. Bryant looking over the floor. Harden outside. Offline with his 3. Toronto trailing. Robinson left side. Outside Anthony. Now Robinson. Basket good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Bryant outside. Back to Harden. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Harden's got 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Simmons. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they make Simmons battle for it, but he was up to the task.
Harden outside. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Simmons left side. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than advantage.
Back to Harden. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
James Harden, shooting 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bryant gets a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
21.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Here's Simmons after Richard Jefferson's basket. Raptors moving the ball around to the paint. Out to Brunson. And it's good as just... on the play with Simmons. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want on taking that shot.
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
The try by Simmons. Outside Collins. Here's Sampson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Davis down low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Levine. Left side, Jordan. Davis gets a wide open look. Again, the Jazz score.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Out to the right wing. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. In the corner, it's Levine. Just 3 to shoot. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. Raptors trailed by 9. Brown with it. Picked up by Davis. Pass to Leitner. Now here's Davis. On the wing, Levine. Lets it go with the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Levine's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz. You know, Stan, as productive as Zach Levine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And no good. Great D that time from Jordan. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Now here's Davis. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And for Westbrook, it's all about staying engaged on defense, using that athleticism and length to pester shooters.
Here's Shaq. Down low. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Here's Levine. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
And here's Shaq. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 8 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Davis. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Inside. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Next. Let's hear it for all the nation. Substitution on the court.
Westbrook with it. 9 points in the game so far. Takes it inside. Tumbo grabs the board.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision. Pass to Bryant. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he lays it straight in. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. Pass to Bowen. Outside Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Poked away. It's stolen by Brown. Goes up. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Here's Westbrook. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far. Through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz up by 4. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams. Try to gain an edge. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Kobe. Here is Harden. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the inside. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Now here's Bryant. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
At the line for 1.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Nearly impossible trying to guard Harden. He has it all. One of the best penetrators in our game.
Green in the post. Clock at 6. Harden outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Harden's got 20 points.
And one of the top scorers in the game. Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot. Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Now here's Harden. He's got 20. And the jam by Harden.
The numbers are talking. Harden with a huge night, showing great versatility.
Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Shaq's got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Kobe. Kicks it out to Gordon. No good on the 3.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Adebayo the screen. Here's Westbrook. And he can't bank that one in. Jazz leading by 6. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Harden looking it over. Four on the clock.
Some exceptionally physical defense from O'Neal. He loves using that size to shut you down.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Substitution. Number 25. Ben Simmons.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And taken away by Brown. Outside Anthony. Screen by O'Neal. The 19-foot shot. Again, Toronto.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Harden can't hit.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now Simmons. James Harden missing on the 3. Here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Utah leading by 4. And here is Bryant. He's got 12. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him, or else he's going to make it an and one.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Raptors. Down low, O'Neal. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Simmons on the wing. He's got 5. Pass to Adebayo. Misses the 3. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
They kick it out to Green. Bryant up top. 15 points in the game. Kobe from deep.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
It's stolen by Brown. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Adebayo's got his second bucket tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harden outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Raptors trail by 7. There's a screen by Robinson. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Kobe. 18 points for him. Here's Harden. Robinson pulls it in. So it's Toronto now, trailing by 4. Here's Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jefferson.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now, Bryant. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. To the paint. Here's Leitner. And that one is stuffed right through.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
62.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Toronto trailing. Simmons inside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Robinson. Simmons on the wing to take the lead. Rebound Utah. They've held a 12-point lead early. Davis with it. He's picked up by Collins.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Levine. Yep, that one goes. And the Jazz lead by 5.
High percentage territory for Levine.
It's stolen by Davis. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now here's Levine. And Davis gets it to go.
Well, Levine is out there to finish plays, but if a guy is open, he'll make the extra pass.
Outside for Robinson. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. And they're pushing it up. Here's Levine. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Simmons. Inside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jefferson. Davis inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on
that contest.
And both free throws good for Davis.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line of this half.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under. And it's a great finish! Oh my!
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
And that one's good, Laettner.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Count that one.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Outside, Davis. Back to Levine. To the wing on the left. From outside the arc. And it's Laettner missing. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Kobe. Pass to Harden. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. The Raptors call timeout. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Left side, Bryant. 5 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Kobe.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Now, here's Westbrook. Outside Anthony. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Harden outside. The kick out to Bryant. Hands it from downtown. Bryant's got 13 points in the second half.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Back to Harden. Kicks it out to Bryant. Here's Jefferson. Right through the knee for the layup. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Oh, that's terrific work on the inside from Jefferson, showing how comfortable he's become operating down low.
Pass to Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, Bam's a little undersized for his position, but he makes up for it with great effort, athleticism, and intensity.
Now here's Harden. Bryant in the corner. To the middle. Here's Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Six on the shot clock. And here's Harden for three. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Anthony. Great tee that time from Green. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Green. Back to Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now it's an 8-point Utah lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Fires from the line. Again, the Jazz score. So it's Utah easily grabbing the win.